Welcome back. Last time I went over cprogramming and apparently you guys really liked that. So this time I'm going to be going over SerenityOS, which is a Unix-like operating system that kind of has this 90s Windows aesthetic to it, which this looks incredible. I love the way this looks and it's so nostalgic. And yeah, this is one of the big reasons why I wanted to check it out. And since it's also very polished, last time when I went over cprogramming, I don't have as much stuff to go over. And that's not because this operating system isn't like better or worse. It's just that cprogramming wasn't Unix-like and it had like 4 apps that did the same thing. So it was a little bit more different than what usually most people expect. This is a Unix-like operating system, so you already kind of know what to expect, especially if you're familiar with Linux or Mac. And the user interface is also very familiar. So I probably won't go over as much, and the video will probably be shorter. So this is the GitHub for it, and it's all open source. It looks awesome. I think I read some of the code one time and it was pretty cool. Anyways, let's get started. I've already built it. I just have to make the disk for it. I don't know if it's a RAM disk. I think it's a RAM disk. Or some sort of image. Okay. So I did kind of mess around with this already, and initially when you load into the operating system, it has the resolution's a lot smaller. And the reason why I already messed with this is because I recorded this already and the recording didn't go very well. So let's get started. So as I was saying earlier, you can mess around with the resolution. You can revert it back. You can mess around with the scaling and stuff. And this thing is really smooth. Like usually you'd expect some screen tearing, but this thing is it's running in a VM. It's incredibly fast. And I also like how it shows the size of it and its positioning and stuff. It's really, really cool. If I put it up here, what's it gonna show? Yeah. Oh yeah, I can also have snapping, which is really nice. And you can also keep windows on top. So if I open something, it'll stay on top, which is crazy because even Windows and Mac they don't have it by default. And yeah, so let's mess around with the terminal first of all. So it's Unix-like, so you kind of already know what to expect. Print the version information for it. Not version, oops, version. Uname, you can do all information, Serenity Courage 1.0 dev, and yeah. Let's see what else commands it has. If we do help, I think we can see here. If we go to system calls, you can see that it's very Unix-like. So yeah, let's close this, let's open. So this is the Serenity shell, I think. It's just called shell. Does not promise POSIX shell interoperability. You have all the classic tools that you usually expect with most. This is a test.js suite, which is crazy. It has a JavaScript thingy in here. Test JavaScript. I'm gonna disable it because honestly this doesn't really show you much, if I do JS and do console.log hello world 1+2, sorry, that's 1.2. I could also do the infamous and let's exit. So yeah, it works pretty well. We're in home anon, and what's Nona? I don't have the permissions to do that. And as you can see, this is very familiar. Let's cd into boot. Oh, I'm stupid. You have the kernel EFI, and kernel.debug. Is there read ELF? There is. Probably go into the boot folder and read the kernel, which is probably an ELF file. Let's do all. There we go. It's our kernel ELF. Tons of stuff here that, sorry. There's a undefined behavior sanitizer stub. All this stuff. Most of these are mangled. But yeah. This is the kernel image. Yeah, it uses multi-boot. Okay. Now I guess we can look into other stuff like proc. You can see into self. And this is the cat the command line. This is bin/shell. Cat the fd in there. Sorry. lsfd. See all the file descriptors that are open. Okay. Anyways, let's go back. Yeah, these are all the processes that are running. There are not too many processes running. We can check that by using the activity monitor. Should be somewhere here. Oh, I think this is a shortcut to it. Yeah, there we go. System monitor. This is a network adapter, performance processes. Yes, 32 processes. And most of this stuff is like very vital to the system. And which kind of shows it's pretty minimal. You can open the file manager, and I love this file manager because it's so simple and like just nice to use. We have our root disk. We can probably do properties on it, and it's almost a gig. And yeah, it's our desktop. Documents folder. There's some 3D models in here. We have a 3D image viewer on here. 3D file image. So we can open that up in there. That was a texture for it. So you can zoom in, see it kind of move around. It's really awesome how it has that in there. It's a teapot. You can disable the textures too. It's the lady ball. I don't know what this is supposed to mean, but yeah. So we have PDF here. There's a built-in PDF viewer on this thing. It's right here. And I don't know, let's start with the first one. Okay, this looks interesting. Cool, I can do that. Oh man, it can't load like 40 different PDFs at the same time. Is that a little bit of glitching I see in the corner? Okay, I don't know what that is. I'm gonna close it. Type 3. Okay. Is there a way I can change the view columns? Ooh, okay. Now I can see all the file names. Password protected. Okay, that's the password. Sup. Complex. Multiple pages. But yeah, it's really, really good. Especially considering this is a hobbyist OS, like this is incredible. We have zips too, which we can open just like that. It's open in the temp file system. We can open this up like that, and we have a text file which opens up in the text editor. And we can close this. I think it deletes itself from temp. Let me open that again and see if it updates down there. Yeah, it does. Cool. There's also WebAssembly on here, which I haven't messed around with WebAssembly too. Oh, okay, this is nice. This reminds me a lot about MaxFinder. This is one of the features I love about MaxFinder, is that you can open them in this like horizontally like spreading way. I don't know if that's the right word, but yeah. We have a WebM, which we can play in the video player. I'm very surprised. I thought they would just port VLC in here, but I don't know what fast seeking is, but guess it's not too big of a fan of seeking. Okay, that's fine. This is the other user. Which I do wonder what's in Nona. Let me check. So like bar? I don't know what the password to Nona is. Okay. We can just sue into root, I guess. And let's cd into home Nona. There's nothing here? Okay, that was pretty boring. Okay. Got some pictures here in our photo viewer. This was from before when I was testing it out. I'm surprised it persisted, but this is like a screenshot utility, which I'll show you guys actually. Let's do... Oh, this is like Windows Run. Oh, okay. Oops. I thought it was like a search feature. I'm stupid, sorry. There we go, screenshot. So let's do a selected area. And then it opens up here. So you can see, we can view the screenshot, we can zoom in, look at the individual pixels on here. This is awesome, honestly. I do wish their scaling was a little bit better, like a 1.25 or a 1.5. But other than that, this is awesome. I think these are some OpenGL shaders. Checked out the screenshot tool. We're in here. Some of this other stuff is definitely not as interesting. We do have more themes. There's Basalt. Ugh, this is so depressing. Cupertino. Scarlet. Ooh, this is nice. Redmond. Oh, okay. This. Why didn't I guess? It says Redmond. Okay, yeah. This is very Windows 95-esque. It's pumpkin. That's unique. Plum. Most of these are just recolorations of. Nord looks interesting, just a pain to read. Grub box. Oh, okay. I don't really like grub box usually, but the shadowing behind this terminal window is really nice. It looks like. The reason why I don't really like grub box is it makes the entire screen look jaundiced. Okay, this looks pretty cool. This is a default one that you usually log in with. It looks pretty cool. And let's just do, what's coffee? Oh, not a fan. Dark is probably what I'm gonna go with. This is a good balance. Okay, let's check out some stuff. We do have an IDE, but there's no port of GCC on here because GCC takes like a decade to compile, so I don't have the patience for that, which might be a little unfair to this review, but yeah, I just don't have the patience. There's like a piano on here, which I mean I can't hear either because I don't have my headphones. It's a calendar on here. We can add like events and stuff. Different views. You have some settings. Stuff. Looks pretty cool. Oh. Aha. Spreadsheet software. So last time in cprogramming we were trying to. I was like being an idiot and was trying to see if it could do some Excel commands. There's something very similar on here, and I did read the documentation before. So the syntax is not the best in my opinion, but you can do stuff like this and like sum up things. Format stuff, etc. I wonder if I can do that one thing where if I'm typing in here and I do that. Okay, maybe it's not that advanced. Okay, let's discard it. And oh yes, space analyzer. Shows how much space everything is using, and this is really cool. You can go into bin, see how some of these programs are using and how much like storage they're using. Entire thing. Let's go to the root. Biggest one is user, lib. One of the bigger ones is libweb for. Oh, it's 151 megs. Okay. Here's an image you could. This thing looks interesting. This is, I think, a lot of the kernel headers and libraries and stuff. Tons of stuff. We do have a browser, and we can try to Google something. Let's try to Google SerenityOS, like a SerenityOSception. Oh, thank you, Google. Bruh. Okay, it crashed. Guess not. Let's go to DuckDuckGo. Waiting on 6 resources. CPU usage 100%. Goodness, okay. It's being not as, okay, now it's pretty responsive. At least it can view its own website. Let's go to GitHub. I'm scared. Oh god. I was like, no. Hold on. Okay, oh. Web page crashed on GitHub. Like, I'm not laughing as in like, because this is already impressive, because writing a web browser is notoriously difficult. I mean, people don't realize this. Most of the web browsers we have are like forks of other web browsers that people wrote, and they're like distantly related to each other, like Safari and Chrome. They're probably, I think they are distantly related at least, but writing a web browser from scratch is damn near impossible. It's probably up there with writing your own operating system. But yeah, this is impressive. I'm not like mocking it or anything. I'm just laughing because I don't know, I kind of find it funny, but it's very impressive regardless. This is a database file. Okay. Okay, let's do the fun stuff. Let's do some video games on here. My favorite, Solitaire. Well, it's not really my favorite, but it's the only thing I'm like, okay, good is an overstatement, but seriously, dude, was this here all the time, the entire time? We could have done something with this. I mean, I couldn't have. Regardless, I made it work. Did it crash? Okay, I solved that. A Flappy Bug. Good God, it's like magnetized to the floor. Yes, I did play this before. I just forgot it was there. Okay, whatever. We have some other game. We have Snake on here also. That for some reason, if I go hit a wall, it doesn't do anything. There you go. We died. Okay. Mail maps. Is there like maps on? Aha. Open street map. Well, yeah, that's about it. Honestly, there's probably like a lot more stuff I could go over. And if there is, I will definitely make a part 2, but regardless, this operating system is incredible. And yeah, it's really impressive, and definitely want to see where this goes in the next few years. Because again, like, I don't know if I mentioned this before. I think I did, but I did check this out back in like 2020, and it was good then too. It is still good now. But yeah, I really hope there's one day where you could maybe like daily drive this thing, like to a certain extent. Like right now I can't use the web. I feel like if you could use the web in a pretty robust way, you could you can do like a 1 week in SerenityOS challenge without losing hairs, but I'd love to see if it get that far. And yeah, this project is incredible. Definitely check it out and let me know what you guys think. Oh, this is very like Windows. I mean, this entire thing is like a Windows aesthetic on a Unix like operating system. But yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what I should go over next. I have one more operating system on my list that I'm gonna go over. So keep suggesting me stuff. I'll keep adding it to my list. I love making videos like these. So let me know what you guys think. Give me suggestions. Anyways, bye.